Alright, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this now because it's been -4 during the night and the ground is probably completely frozen solid. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's not too bad. Oh, that's great. Okay, here we go. Good morning everyone, I hope that you're doing okay. Right, today's project is a DIY project that I've been thinking about for quite a while now. It's this planting border over here. I wanted to put a border around it, but I didn't really quite know what I wanted to do, so now I know what I want to do. I've got a whole bunch of reclaimed bricks and my idea is to line the whole area. So what I'm going to do is bring you in closer and show you exactly what we've got growing and then show you my ideas. Okay? Let's go. Okay, so here we are. Just ignore all the mess in the back. We've got an archway that I popped in. I think I bought the archway from Wilko's. And starting, I guess, from the top, we have some pink climbing roses that are growing. So I don't know what the variety is of these roses, but they are bright pink and they're beautiful, and I've got them growing up both sides, this way and this way. Then as you come down a little bit, we've got I've made this sort of just like a little teepee that I put together with some string, and it's holding together really nicely. We've got raspberries growing up there, and then as you come lower down, you can see the big clumps of sedums just there and there that we've got growing here in the bottom. So I call this the pink bed because everything is pretty much sort of pinkish and red, and my idea is to put the bricks all the way around. I've got my pile of bricks here. They were all reclaimed from Facebook Marketplace. I've got my tool. Now it is something like -4 or -3 right now, but believe it or not, the ground is workable. I did check it and it's fine. I should be okay. And my idea is here. This is the picture that I've got. This is obviously what it will look like when it's in bloom. So you've got the roses at the top, the raspberries, and then the sedums at the bottom. And this is how I want my bricks. So I want them to go in kind of like a, you know, a diagonal. And I'm thinking 2 layers is going to be okay. I saw the idea on Instagram from somebody called suburban.existence, so I've started following them, and they've got a really nice cottage garden vibe going on, and this will really fit in with the theme that I've got going in my garden, which is also a cottage garden. So we're going to get started now. So here we go. It's not a perfect circle, which is fine. It's not too bad. But what I've done is, so I've used sort of like this kind of, I don't know, is it an edging tool? It doesn't really matter, whatever you have. Use whatever you've got if you want to make something like this, as long as it works. And then this just to kind of scrape away the soil, so you can see I made kind of like a trench all the way around where I want my first layer of bricks to sit. So if I just get one of the bricks, my idea hopefully is that it sits diagonal like this, and they're all going to sit the same against each other all the way around. Now if you look at the bricks, they're not perfect, you know, they're kind of rough around the edges, which is perfect because then it will give that really nice cottage garden feel to it. What I am quite conscious of is that my garden, it very gradually sort of slopes upwards, and so if I want this to, you know, look nice and be as even as possible, then what I'm going to need to do is have the bricks at the front buried not as deep as the ones at the back. So the ones at the back need to be in a little bit more, and the ones at the front will be a little bit higher, just so that it can be nice and even and not sloping forward as the garden slopes down. Right, so my battery died, so while I put my phone on charge, I decided to just kind of go around and make this kind of trench area a little deeper, because I've just realized I want my first layer of bricks to just be slightly lower, otherwise it's just gonna, I think the border's just gonna be way too high. So I decided to do that off camera while my phone was on charge, and whilst I was doing that, unfortunately I've just found some bones. I've just ended up digging up some bones, and I mean, oh no, it wasn't buried very deep. All I was trying to do was move the soil. That's a stone. But unfortunately, yes, I think I've dug up the previous owner's pet. Oops. Poor thing. Or maybe not, I don't know. I mean, could just be any, I don't know. Oh, it started snowing as well. Hey, snowing! Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put these to the side, and then once I've dug this kind of trenchy kind of area a little bit deeper, I'm going to rebury those. Because, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Another thing that you want to be aware of is when you're doing any kind of work like this, where you're working with the edge of a lawn, you want to stay off the edge. So you don't want to put your feet on there, you don't want to put your knees on there. I'm just leaning on a brick, because what will happen is you will collapse that edge. It will just go down, and it will really spoil the look of what you're trying to do, because what you want is you want your brickwork, and then you want a nice clean edge all the way around. So just be mindful of that when you're doing anything like this. Just stay away from the edge. Once all the bricks are in and I've filled all the gaps in with soil, that will be fine. It will hold really, really nicely, but until then, off the edge. Alright, here we are. First layer is done. I mean, obviously you can see it's not a perfect circle, but that's fine, because all I did was work with the shape pretty much that I already had. And I've already packed in the soil around the back. I just need to do all of this side here at the front. But I'll show you a little bit closer so you can see it's really nicely in there now. So I've still got a few little gaps to fill out, but it is in there, nice and clean, nice and secure. Looks like it's been here for ages. And then the little sort of line of soil that you can see around here, the grass will just fill that up once the season starts up. So I'm just going to carry on, get all of that done, and then show you what it's like a bit later. Everything's getting wet now. And here it is. Here's the final look. I'm so pleased with it. It's come out absolutely wonderful, and I had just enough bricks to get it completed. Now obviously, yes, you can see it's not, you know, it's not completely perfect, but that's totally fine. I don't want it to be perfect. I want it just to have that really nice cottage garden feel to it. And I can't wait for this to be in bloom. It's going to look absolutely amazing. You're going to have the climbing roses, the raspberries, the sedums, and it's just going to look amazing. I'm so excited for it. So if you did like the video, then do consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing, and just leave a comment, let me know what you think. Obviously if you hated it, then be nice. But yeah, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Let me just show you some of the other borders that we've got here. We've got this one here, which is on our patio. This was just from B&M that we've added in. We've got a natural border here, just ignore those, they need tidying up, which we put down using just all the branches that we had from, you know, cutting back overgrowth and things like that. I just worked with the shape that I could sort of roughly see. I need to get rid of these solar lights and things like that, they no longer work. So this looks great, just logs, which looks absolutely beautiful, but that's not what I wanted for this one. I wanted something slightly different. And then I'll show you this one here at the back that I made from reclaimed scaffolding boards. This is like the fruit bed, so we've got lots of raspberries growing here. We've got a cherry tree just there and a little plum tree, small trees. And what happened was I had logs over here, just like with the one I've just shown you, but what happened was the chickens used to free range and they sort of just kicked everything out and it was just a mess. So I added these scaffolding boards to create a raised bed look instead, and it's really tidied this space up. So yeah, those are some of the other borders we've got as well.